Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Liz, and in today's video, we are recreating high-end looks for less. I love the look of marble, especially on planters, but they can be really pricey. So to recreate this look, you're going to use any pot. The one I'm using for this DIY is a terracotta pot. I'm gonna spray both sides of this planter with a matte white spray paint. To create the marble effect on your planter, you're going to get a tub of water. You're also going to need some sea glass spray paint. The one I'm using is a gray color. The sea glass is just a lighter version of spray paint. You're gonna spray the spray paint on the top of the water, mimicking the look of marble. Then you're going to take your white planter and dip it straight down in and pull it straight up. This is going to give you that marble appearance on your planter. From there, you wanna wipe the spray paint off the top of the water. You're gonna repeat these steps all the way around your planter. So add your spray paint to the top of the water, dip it in, pull it out. Once you get it all the way around, you're gonna let that completely dry, and you can add your plant of your choice. I found this air plant at Hobby Lobby that I think looks perfect. I love so many wall decor pieces that I find on high-end sites, and you could definitely create your own at home. For this next DIY, I'm gonna get 2 black 11 by 14 frames. I'm also going to use a new product at Dollar Tree, which is their removable wallpaper, as well as some greenery. I'm gonna spray the stems on the back and the front with a matte black spray paint. I'm gonna remove the contents from the frame and cut down the removable wallpaper so it fits into my frame. I'm gonna add the glass back into my frame and cut my stem with wire cutters. I'm gonna add in the wallpaper as well as the backing to my frame. Now with my next frame, I wanted to see if I liked it better without the glass in it. A lot of times I'll leave the glass out to see if I like the way that looks better. And I went ahead and removed the glass from the first frame. I repeated all the steps to create my second frame. These 2 frames look great in a pairing. Have you ever wondered how to get the look of a textured vase that you see on so many high-end sites? Well, I'm gonna show you how in this next DIY. You're gonna start with a vase that you would pick up at the thrift store. Now it's up to you what shape you wanna use. Next, you're gonna add in nautical rope. You're gonna start at the top, hot gluing. You're gonna add your nautical rope all the way until you get to the bottom. Make sure when you're adding it on that you don't leave any gaps and you try to get it as close together as possible. I wanted to add blue paint here, so grab your favorite paint color and add a thick coat of paint to your nautical rope. Let your paint completely dry. Now to give it even more texture, I'm gonna come in with some watered down white paint. I'm gonna brush that onto my vase and immediately wipe off the excess. This is just going to give me a hint of white on my vase, and I love the way it turned out. If you love recreating high-end looks for less, consider subscribing to my channel. I post new videos on Mondays and Thursdays. I'm going to show you how to create a floral wall art piece. Now for this, you're going to need an embroidery hoop. You're also going to need some wood beads and some Dollar Tree florals. Now for this DIY, you're only going to need one of your hoops. I like to use the one that has the clamp at the top. I'm gonna start by lining up all of my wood beads. Now you want the openings of your wood beads to all be in the same line, and I'm gonna use E6000 to attach them together. Let your wood beads dry overnight to let that E6000 dry. Then I'm going to put some E6000 and hot glue on the end of my wood beads. I'll place it in the middle of my hoop, and to make it all go together, I'm just gonna clamp the hoop at the top. To make sure that it's extra strong, I'm gonna add additional hot glue to the back. Next is the fun part. You get to come in and add your floral stems. I'm gonna cut some of my Dollar Tree floral stems down, and I'm gonna add them to my wood beads. From there, you can hang it up in your home. Next, we're going to be making a tray. So for this DIY, you're going to need some sort of plate. I'm going to use this black plastic one. You're also going to need some nautical rope. And my favorite new thing that Dollar Tree has out are these large wood rings. I'm going to start by hot gluing my nautical rope to the center of my plate. I'm going to continue to wrap the nautical rope around, hot gluing it in place. Now, a trick here is you want to make sure that you put the rope really tight together so that you don't see any of the plate underneath. Once you get to the edge, you're going to wrap it around the back and hot glue it in place. Next, I want to connect my wood rings so that they will make a barrier on the side of my tray. So I grab some of my black macrame. I'm going to hot glue that to my wood rings, wrap it around 3 times, hot glue it in place, and cut off the excess. When you're adding that black macrame, make sure you don't do it too tight because you want your wood rings to be able to bend a little bit. I'm going to repeat this step all the way around. Once I get all my wood rings added, I'm going to connect it at the end with one more piece of black macrame. I'm going to set the wood rings on the top of my tray, and I'm going to use a combination of E6000 and hot glue to attach them to the top of my tray. Now you can use this tray anywhere in your decor. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment the word of the day, which is tray. Wall art can be really expensive when you buy it on high-end sites, but you can definitely recreate it at home. So for this DIY, you're going to need an 11 by 14 frame, 1 shower ring, and yarn of your choice. So you're going to start by cutting your strips of yarn in pretty long strips. Next, you're going to double over the yarn, and then you're going to loop it through your shower ring. And you're going to repeat this all the way around until your shower ring is covered. You're going to place the shower ring with all the yarn on it in the middle of your 11 by 14 frame. And this is the part you can kind of adjust depending on your taste. You can put it directly in the middle or adjust it up or down. You're going to evenly place the yarn around your frame and hot glue it in place. Once it's dry, you can cut off the excess, and then you can style it in your home. One of my favorite free tips that you can do to make your home inexpensive is to add stems that you find anywhere out in nature. Find them in your backyard, cut them down, and you can add them in pretty vases in your house. Doesn't cost you anything. This next DIY is perfect for elevating your kitchen. So you're gonna need any cutting board. The larger, honestly, the better. And you're gonna need some wood box. I actually found mine thrifting. I'm gonna cut the box in half using my miter saw. I'm gonna add wood glue to the back side of the box and I'm going to position it onto my cutting board. I'll flip the cutting board over and add in some screws to hold it in place. I'm gonna let that wood glue dry completely and then you can add in any plant of your choice. I thought these air plants were the perfect touch and you can hang this in your kitchen. Another thing I like to do in my living room to make it look really high-end is to change up the pattern and texture of my pillows. So what I mean by that is you can use stripes and checks and plain colors and maybe add in some Sherpa material as well, but just stay with the same color scheme to really give it that high-end look. Candles around your house can really help to elevate your space. So I'm gonna show you how to make one really inexpensively. So you're gonna need a glass jar. This could be one that you thrifted or one you had around your house. You're also gonna need some wood beads and floral wires. So I'm gonna start by bending the end of one of my floral wires, and then I'm gonna lace on the beads. I'm gonna add as many beads that will fit all the way around my glass container, and then I'll tie it off in the back. I want to continue to add beads to my glass container. So I'm actually going to count how many beads that I put on, and then I'll continue to add the same amount of beads, wrap those around and tie them in place. And I'll do this until my entire glass container is filled with beads. I'm going to cut off the excess floral wire. Then I'll flip my glass container upside down and then I'm gonna add in hot glue to the bottom of the container. Let that dry and then you can add in a candle of your choice, and here's how it turned out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in our next one.